This is Isaiah 58, chapter 58, verse 11. It says, and Yahweh shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose water fails not. I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that teach and rule well, and salutations to the icons that's pushing the truth and sincerity, and to the true icons push on, man. And we're almost out of here. And then the title speaks for itself, man. We as the children of the Lord are water gardens, man. All right, we rooted by water. All right, and we have had basically the opportunity, man, to reap the blessings of the Lord due to the fact that we're the children of the Lord, man. All right, and it says whose waters fail not. All right, so it's a continual flow of rivers of water that the Father placed upon his people. All right, those that have been enlightened by the water, all right, by the word, okay, that to continue to be watered, man, that their seed may grow, man. All right, I'm gonna read that again. It's Isaiah 59 and 11. And Yahweh shall guide thee continually, okay, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters fail not. All right, and hey, though, matter of fact, I get it. This Songs of Solomon 4 and 12, and it's speaking about those men that the Father have put that water upon. All right, that basically have concealed that water, man. All right, they have contained it in cisterns that's not broken. All right, that can hold the water. All right, this is Song of Solomon chapter 4 verse 12. It says, a garden enclosed is my sister. All right, a garden is basically maintenance by what? All right, it's watered, man. All right, when you put the seed in the ground, you water it. All right, the complete agriculture of keeping up a garden, man, is basically nourished with the nutrients of water, man. All right, without water, a garden would not survive, because particular plants need X amount of water, certain plants need less amount of water. All right, and all those are, I'm basically representing the men of the Lord. All right, because a portion of his spirit been poured out for that particular man that's the ambassador of the Lord. All right, some people got, if you take a measuring cup, some people got a half a teaspoon. All right, some people got a half a cup. All right, some people got a full cup. Some people got 3/4 of a cup. All right, so this is the amount of water that your cistern can hold, which is what? Your vessel, man, which goes back to where your spirit dwell at. All right, it says a garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. All right, and why is it a fountain sealed, though yet is a spring shut up? Because if water busts out everywhere, there's nowhere to seal it. All right, it's going to seep out of everything. All right, so this speaking about who? The men of the Lord, man. All right, that the water is contained in the vessels of the men of the Lord, and it leak out not, man. All right, and those who can't contain it is like a fountain sealed. Though yet all these rivers of water are flowing in every place over the world, there's people that's still not drinking this water, man. All right, because it's what? It's sealed up to them. It's closed up to them. All right. So that represents the elders, starting with the elders and apostles all the way down to all the rest of the men that heard the water that came when they tell you, I think that's in Proverbs, when they say the water is dispersed. Matter of fact, let me get that. I didn't have it. I think it's like Proverbs 5. It's like Israel. I didn't have that. Let's see something. Yeah. Proverbs 5 and 16, real quick. It says, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad and rivers of waters in the streets. So, hey, this is like a fountain sealed, because we're giving it to the entire world, man. Though yet people are not getting it, man. All right. So it's letting you know it's a garden. Song of Solomon 4 and 12. A garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse. A spring shut up, a fountain sealed, man. All right. So this is only for the elect men, man. That's why, like I said, we are rooted by water, man. All right. This is the only way we're able to be prosperous, man. Because the Most High had found favor on his men to what? Be rooted by the word and then be that fountain that's sealed, man. All right. So let me get back into it though. All right. This Isaiah. Matter of fact, Salaki, I read 12. Isaiah 58 and 12. And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places, which we have. Lord willing, we have of those men. All right. Myself, include other sincere brothers out there that's pushing. It says, thou shalt raise up the fountains of many generations. And have not, we did that, man. We have called back the youth of old, brought the youth back of old, man. And basically replaced it with this old dried up place, man. We brought the rivers of old, the ways of old that the past of our forefathers have set. All right. We have reiterated that back into the earth, man. All right. Which watered the earth, man. All right. It says, thou shalt raise up the fountains of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach. You see, the restorer of past to dwell in, man. All right. Because the knowledge have been basically breached, man. All right. It done been busted through, tampered with, picked apart, stepped on, compressed, depressed. All right. But what we did was we repaired the breach, man. All right. That water may flow until who it should flow to, man. All right. That's just like the levee. All right. When the levee broke, the waters dispersed everywhere. Right. But just like the men of the law, the levee broke, I'm speaking of Katrina. When they blew the levee, the water went in all different places, man. It was uncontrollable, all right? And now that water is being controlled by the men of the Lord because it's being directed to those that need the water, that thirst for the water, all right? Because it's only going to go to thirsty people, man. All right, the other water that's being dispersed abroad in different places, what it's doing, symbolic to what Katrina was doing. It was drowning people that can't swim, all right? And it's the same thing this word do. It's going to either drown you, all right, or you're going to drink it, all right, and you're going to learn how to trade and swim in it, man, all right, which is symbolic to what? Learning the word, getting it, and teaching it and walking in it, man, all right? All right, this Isaiah 44 and 3, it says, For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty and floods upon a dry ground. Now, all right, so that's that fountain sealed. All right. And why it says him? Why he didn't say everybody? All right. Because the water is for those that's thirsty, man. Tell you in, I think, Proverbs 25 and 25 that this is cold water to thirsty souls, man. All right. I did a video on that a couple weeks back, man. All right. This the cold water to the thirsty souls. It says, I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. And the spirit is what? His word, man. And my blessings upon thy offspring, man, that they may be what? Fruitful. And we are the seeds of these people of Isaiah them times coming back, man. All right. And we are the offspring of those that the Most High say that he would do this to, man. All right. We are those children. It says, and they shall spring up as among grass. Are not the people considered to be grass in Isaiah? All right. Matter of fact, let me get that. To prove that, man, that we are that grass, man. Is it Isaiah or Psalms 48? Salaki. It might be Psalms 48, Salaki. Maybe. Isaiah 47. Right. This is Isaiah 47. It says, the grass withereth, the flower faded, because the spirit of Yahweh bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. All right. So the people are grass. We are grass. All right. Goes back to Isaiah 44. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. All right. A non-stop flowing machine. And that's how this truth is, man. All right. We done over flooded YouTube. There's nothing more essential on YouTube than these videos, man. All right, you got a lot of shit where people look upon cartoons and different things. All right, but there's nothing more significant on YouTube than the men of the Lord teaching the word, man. All right. It says, one shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And are not we publishing that amongst the people? All right, making it known. All right, is in every place like water. Water is in every place, man. All right, there's not a place where water is not at. All right, where there's no water, there's no life, and everything has life in it. It says, and another shall subscribe his hand unto Yahweh and surname himself by the name of Israel, man. All right, and that's the men of the Lord, man. All right, we're the only one screaming our Redeemer and our King, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, we the ones that's flooding the word over the earth, man. All right, we the flooders of the word, man. Okay. All right, this is Isaiah 35. Like I said, I know I'm rambling, but Lord willing, I edify this point. This is Isaiah 35:7. And the parched ground, all right, shall become a pool, because we was what? A lost people, man. We was a dry place, man. All right, into the spirit and into us, man. It says, and the thirsty land springs of water. We was a thirsty land, a barren people, man. A people forsaken and forgotten. And the habitation of dragons, where each lay, shall be grass with reeds and rushes, man. Gushes of water coming out, man. All right. It says, and a highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. It's not the way, the word of the truth is the way of holiness. All right. Salaki. It says, the unclean shall not pass over it. All right. Those not worthy of the word, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring men, thou fool shall not err therein. All right. So ain't no stumbling up on this, man. All right. This got to be for you. All right. You can't want this. This going to want you. All right. In that order, man. In that order, you know. This Ezekiel 34:26. It says, and I will make them round, them is Israel, all right, and places round about my hill a blessing. And I will cause the shower to come down in this season. There shall be showers of blessings, man. And we have received those showers of blessings. Curses have been lifted up off us, all right. The name was returned back to Israel, all right, because it was a time and period, man, where the Father had completely shut himself off from us, man. All right. Because of our own transgressions, man. It says, and I will cause the shower to come down in this season. And that shower have came down, man. All right. The Lord have manifested the men of the Lord back out there. All right. To matter of fact, as Isaiah, you see, I think 44:22. Salaki. Let's prove that real quick, man. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, though. Salaki. Maybe 42:22. Salaki. Do I give you the bread of affliction? Salaki, Israel. I'm kind of a little off with it, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to just go get it. All right. Because the Most High have made us a bread of affliction. Salaki. I'll give you the bread of affliction. It's 30:20. Salaki. Isaiah 30:20. Salaki, that's on me. I ain't have it down, but I'm going to get it. Because like the Most High said, man. All right. We once had this, man. All right. Isaiah 30:20. And it reads, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teacher. There's blessings on the earth, man. On the people. Even on the people that the word is condemning, it's a blessing for them to get condemned, man. to come back to be back righteous, which is the house of Israel, the total house of Israel. Those who not going to be righteous on this side, but will be in the kingdom. All right. But for the other nations, this to read them their judgment, man. All right. So we know the Most High have done that. That's why I said in Ezekiel, 34 and 26, and I would make them a places round about my hill, a blessing, and I would cause the shower to come down in the season, and there shall be showers of blessings, man. All right. And we have been showered with those blessings, man, to this point now. All right. To this day right now, man. And this a blessing in itself right here. What I'm able to do. All right. Speak the word of the Lord with free course, man. That's a blessing. All right. This Deuteronomy 32 and 2. It says, my doctrine shall drop as the rain. You see that? All right. And the doctrine dropping as the rain, man. All right. It's coming down basically at will. Whenever the Father seem or deem fit for the word to come out to somewhere around somebody, man, so big, man. The word is coming out, man. It's unstoppable. All right. And what other thing is the volume of water is unstoppable, man. All right. The Lord flooded the earth. That means the waters covered the earth. As the word being the water now is covering the earth up, man. All right. It says, my speech shall distill as the dew, which is done through the mouths of the Lord, the prophets of the Lord, as the small rain upon the tender herb, as the showers upon the grass, man. There you go, that grass again, man. The shower upon the grass, like before it rained, all right, the dew in the night used to wet the grass up, man. All right, before rain ever came down, man. All right, and that's the way the water's been. It says, because I will publish the name of Yahweh, ascribe ye greatness unto our power, man. And then, hey, that's what we doing, man. All right, we're making broad the name of the Lord, man. All right, by the way of the word, man. All right, let me get this and get out of here. It's a lot. I know I've been rambling, but hey, it is what it is. You know how it go. All right, this Hosea 6 and 3. It says, then shall we know if we follow on to know Yahweh. His going forth is prepared as the morning, as he cometh unto us, as the rain, as the latter and former rain into the earth, man. That's right, man. And that's the way the Most High have returned unto us. Well, we have returned back into the Most High, man. All right. He have found mercy upon us that we shall teach and preach his word again, man. All right. And there's nothing that's going to stop it, man. All right. Let me get out of here with this. All right. This Psalms 1 and 3. It says, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. The he represents Israel, man. All right. The men of the Lord, that's really basically pushing this water out like they're supposed to push it out, man. And not holding it back, man. That bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither. And whatsoever he doeth, he shall prosper. And his leaf shall not wither. And his word shall not leave. Depart from his mouth, man. All right. That's the leaf, man. The word. It's not gonna wither away, because it's about to withstand in the kingdom of righteousness as well, man. That's it. Once this word sprung up and rooted, that was rooted by water, sprung up and sprouted out. All right. This water is gonna be an everlasting water. It's gonna be an immortality of water, man. All right. In the kingdom of the Most High, man. And the water represents the word, man. All right. And whatsoever he do it, he shall prosper, man. And we stay within the boundaries of the word, the water of this word, man. All right. With that, I hope it was edifying. Till the next time, I won't say shalom.